Hi my babies, hi, and welcome back to another Sunday in Mimosa. Happy Sunday, y'all, whenever you see this, babies. Okay, before we get into the Sunday in Mimosa, do not forget today, February 1st, is the last day to get your 2026 forecast reading, as well as don't forget to also get your personal year numerology overview for just $5. Now, today's Sunday in Mimosa is why sympathetic friendships are toxic. And I'm not saying you should be a cold-hearted person or you shouldn't have sympathy for others or not be willing to be there for others to help others, or just like completely shut down. But sometimes there is a point where the person clearly is not trying at all whatsoever to try to help themselves, or at least even trying to move in the right direction. So today we will be speaking about someone by the name of Herm. So I met Herm when I moved to Portsmouth. He went to my elementary school. We lived in the same neighborhood, but he lived on the other side. He lived on what they call the bad side of the manor, and I stayed on the good side of the manor, okay? So, like, we were cool, and he was quiet, but he was mean, though. But I didn't really spend a lot of time around him, but we went through, like, middle school together and stuff. So, like, I was familiar with him, and, I mean, I knew him, but I ain't know him. Not enough to say we were friends, but we were cool, though. And by the time we got to ninth grade, he ended up getting kicked out, expelled, and yeah, he couldn't come back and didn't come back, so the next time I ran into him, it was like 2015, and we didn't have a car, and me and my mom were walking. We were walking to, and we actually had got to the beginning of it. It's the shopping center, out there called Victory Crossing. It's a really, really popular shopping center. It has like a little bit of everything. And the first place we got to was Ruby Tuesday. And as we get to the parking lot, I see somebody that looks familiar. I'm like, that look like Herm, man. And I was like, Herm. And couldn't find out it was him. And he had on a white tee. He had on some tattered jeans that were a little dirty. And he had on some filthy old white Nikes. And I didn't judge him or anything of that sort. And I'm like, what you doing up here, man? And he was like, he literally just left out of Ruby Tuesday and he had a job interview. And that's what he wore to the job interview. So the type of lifestyle that he grew up in, a household he grew up in, it was extremely toxic. I don't know exactly what his mother issue is because I didn't spend a lot of time around him, nor did he really like talk about her a lot. He wanted to talk about other people, which we'll get to later on. But I know he has a nephew who's deaf. His sister, his sister, honey. That thing there, yeah, she don't like me. We'll get to that later on. But she has a son who is deaf and, has special needs and stuff. He has 2 children, but the household he grew up in, his dad got killed when he was like really, really, really young, like before I met him. And it changed him, it changed his mom, it like just changed his entire household. And it shows. When you walk in the house, it looks like a hoarder house. I'm not lying to you. Like, well, not the entire house, but it ain't really a lot of places to sit. I'll say that. And like the energy in there is just depressing and dreary and just low vibrational. And you could feel it, you could smell it, you could see it. Okay? You could see it. Like when the outside look like a nice house, but when you walk in, baby, that energy is not right. And that's something also that Herm dealt with a lot, like depression and stuff like that. Also, he did not bathe because he was depressed. And when I say the man, oh my goodness gracious, I'm talking about breath, arms, just everything, okay? Was just out of pocket. Just out of pocket. I mean, to the point where when I would go over there to kick it with him, I used to have to roll the windows down. And I'm not saying that to try to beat him down or anything of that sort. But I mean, it's the truth. And everybody that know him know it, okay? It's not a lie. It's the truth. But yeah, so that's just the type of like environment he came from. So like judging off the way he was dressed and stuff, he didn't get the job. He didn't have a GED or high school diploma. It just that was one time I could say I did see him try. I can say that. Now I will say before I forget, he is doing much better now. He last I saw before I blocked him on Facebook, okay, he does have, he did get a job and stuff, and I am proud of you, because I know you're going to end up hearing this. I am proud of you, but yeah. But that day outside of Ruby Tuesday, his energy was low. It's like he didn't care. He always saying, he said it then, and even when we started kicking it a couple years later, he always talking about how he wanted to kill himself and this, that, and the third. Like, he just hated his life. He just hated his life, and I kept trying to tell him, it's so much more to life if you just, try. Get out the house and try. But yeah, his demeanor and the way that he was dressed, he didn't get the job. Like, he had already given up on life. So, we added each other on Facebook, this, that, and the third. And, we would like each other posts and stuff over the years. He did reach out to me when I went cross country. And I was having a reading sale. Cause I was trying to make some money. Okay, we was running low on money. I was trying to make some money. And I was having a reading sale. And he just so happened to see it, and it's this girl that he liked, and he paid for a reading for her, and he, I believe he cashed out me the money, or either he went on my website, I can't remember, but he, paid me to do the reading for her. I did a reading for the girl that he liked and stuff, and we were still cool, but we hadn't started kicking it yet. So in 2018, we reconnected, and it was literally right before I had my miscarriage and had gotten the car accident. So I went to this guy named Ron house that stayed in the court, and like that's a popular house that should be jumping, okay? And that's the street pharmacy store, if you understand what I'm saying, all right? You need it, they got it. Okay, you need it, they got it. All right, that's the one I told y'all when I said I would go out there to go meet my weed man. And my weed man wouldn't be there, but it was a guy that would not leave the house. And he would legit sit in the kitchen, at the kitchen table by the window. And he'd be grabbing up everybody miss sales. Because we know he in there sitting at the kitchen table waiting for somebody to buy some weed from him. And we're like, oh, they ain't here? And he'd be like, nah. Well, how much your shit? Okay? He'd be grabbing up everybody's sales, boy. So it's like I would go out there every once in a while. And I went out there to go get some smoke that day. And it just so happened to be Father's Day. So it was definitely jumping in the court. Like a lot of people were having cookouts, this, that, and the third. So because it was jumping, cause I was just coming to get the weed and I was about to dip out and shit. But because I went to school with a lot of the people that was on the porch, and I was staying for a while, popping shit, this, that, and the third, past the blunt, type shit. Type shit. Like, you know how it go. The razzle dazzle, just catching up and people telling me how they proud of me. They see my Facebook and how I'm out here doing my thing, this, that, and the third. And I appreciate it. I ended up taking them somewhere and they ended up listening to some tracks I had recorded and they was like, yo, you fucking got it. Like, they fuck with the music and stuff. But when we was back out the house, like I said, it was a lot of people and stuff on the porch. And Herm was like, sis, let's go for a walk. And I was like, all right, cool. I love going for walks. So we go for a walk around the block. Now, mind you, we out the manor. Our blocks are a little bit longer, okay? These ain't your New York blocks, okay? These is Virginia country blocks, all right? Even though where we stay at is not country. But, ooh, them blocks still kind of long, though, all right? So it's going to take at least a good 10 minutes to walk around the block. That's how big the block is. It's going to take at least 10 minutes to walk around that motherfucker. So we go for a walk and stuff, and like he opening up to me about the girl that he liked, this, that, and the third. We hit the boulevard, we having conversation about different stuff, and we get to the next block. There's 2 blocks from taking us back to the court. So at the beginning of that block is the church. And I see like people, riding like mopeds and like motorcycle looking vehicles and whatnot, because they ain't necessarily motorcycles. And it was this guy that was riding, I don't know what it was, a moped, I don't know what he was on, okay, a dirt bike, I don't know, okay, I don't know. But he was riding it in the church parking lot because he was about to turn around, do a U-turn, and basically go speed down the street and do tricks and this, that, and the third. And he had a helmet on. But I noticed while we having a conversation, cause your vehicle kind of loud, sir, so I am looking at you. He was looking at me already, and when I looked up at him, it's like we looked at each other at the same time. He hesitated, and like he hit the brakes a little bit and jerked a little bit. And And I'm like, the fuck was that? Like, why he look at me like he knew who I was, but I don't know who he is because he got a helmet on. I was like, what the fuck wrong with that nigga? I was like, why he do that for? Because he like looked at me, he hit the brakes, hesitated, jerked a little bit, and then he sped off right when I was about to say something. I was like, who the fuck was that? He was like, oh, that's such and such. You know, he down there for such and such cookout. Well, such and such cookout was my twin flame. Such and such cookout was my twin flame. My twin flame stayed on that block. And I was trying not to go down that block. He like, no, let's walk this way. Because he wanted to go to the cookout. Because they were having a... When I say my twin flame is popular, his mama is popular, his grandma is popular. So when I say that house be booming, okay? That house be booming. So he wanted to go down there to the cookout. Like, no, we can't go down there to the cookout. So he tell me who it was on the bike. Just so happened the person that was on the bike is one of my twin flames best friends. Because he got like 4 best friends. Just so happened it was one I ain't met though. So I'm thinking in my head, well, how the fuck that nigga know what I look like? Oh, duh. Clearly he was talking about you. Okay, that's how he know what you look like. But I'm like, I never met that nigga in person. I never seen him in person, but he knew that was me though. Oh, cause my twin flame got it like that. When I say this nigga got eyes and ears all around the city, baby. Okay, he know about everything. He know about everything. When I was working for Google, he used to text me. He was like, oh, so you was on such and such street today, huh? I'm like, how the fuck you know that? He was like, don't worry about it. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Can't move around the city at all. That man low-key run the city. He really do. He low-key. A lot of people be popping shit talking about how they run the city. Back then, my twin flame, he low-key ran the city. Okay, that nigga got eyes and ears every fucking where. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. So Herm trying to go down there with a cookout at, but it's a street that we could turn down that's gonna take us back to Ron's house before we get to where my twin flame house is. So me and Herm literally going back and forth. I'm like, bro, I'm not going down there. And I start walking back towards Ron's house. He like, well, sis, it won't that deep. Why you don't want to go down there for? So then I end up opening up to him and telling him, well, me and him used to fuck with each other and this, that, and the third. Well, what Herm didn't know and what my twin flame didn't know, but what Nina did know at that point in time, Nina was pregnant with twin flame baby. Okay? But I didn't tell nobody because my job was about to be over. That was my last week working for Google. And my job was going to be over with. And so he was like, oh, shit, now I understand why you don't want to go down there. Now I understand why he hesitated on the bike when he saw you. That's his best friend. You know he went down there to tell him he just saw you, right? I was like, oh, fuck, I got to go. Okay? I won't fucking with my twin flame like that. Like, when I came back in April, I won't really fucking with him like that because it's like the energy changed and I ain't like it. So I moved accordingly. And okay, I don't know why men don't think I can't feel when they fucking with somebody else. When I feel that energy shift, you ain't got to say nothing. I ain't got to see a text message. I ain't got to see no lipstick. I ain't got to smell no perfume. I feel that shit in my intuition. I know when you fucking with another female. I'm going to naturally start backing up from you automatically. And so that's what I did. So me and him were in a funny space, so I ain't want to see him. I ain't want to speak to him. Okay, I was pregnant and emotional. I ain't want to deal with all that shit. All right, but I thought I could trust him. This when I was you know, still naive, thinking people move like how I move and thinking he wasn't going to say nothing about it. But I found out later on he did. I told him everything, but I was pregnant. I told him everything, but I was pregnant. So just so happened after that, 2 days later, it was actually my last day working for Google, and I got in a car accident, had the miscarriage, this and the third. So the next month, I did go kick it with Herm at his house. I took a month off from like looking for a job, this and the third, because I was trying to give my body time to heal, because the car accident fucked me up bad. But I didn't have insurance. I'm about to go to the hospital, be paying out of pocket, because I had got in a car accident before that was kind of similar to that, but I don't think I understood how hard I got hit. And so, of course, when you've been in a car accident, you know, later on that shit hit you. And I didn't understand how, like, severe my injuries were, and I wish I would have went to the hospital. So I was giving myself, like, a month off to heal up and stuff before I started looking for a job again. Because, I mean, that's basically what I did with the last car accident. Like, I took after I got fired from my the job I got in the car accident, I took a month off and my body naturally healed itself because I wasn't on my feet and moving around and stuff. So I figured I could do the same thing this time. Well, honey, that didn't work. Okay. That was 2018. We still in pain. Okay. That didn't work. So I started kicking it with him because I was depressed. I was going through postpartum. You can't have postpartum with miscarriages, come to find out. Honey, it was just a hot mess, and I was just trying to get my mind off of everything. Also, how much pain I was in. So me and her was speaking on the phone one day, and I was like, man, I ain't got no weed, this, that, and the third. And he was like, well, come over here. He's like, I smoke with you, sis. I was like, are you serious? I'm always the person everybody coming to smoke with. And he was like, yeah, I smoke you out, sis. I was like, I ain't bet I'm bringing Marley. He was like, no, Marley can't come. I was like, what? He said, no, I'm scared of dogs. And how the fuck you a gangster? And you scared of dogs? Make it make sense. Okay, make it make sense. I said, how the fuck you got all these guns, but yet you scared of dogs? He said, no, sis, I'm scared of dogs. She can't come. I was like, okay, well, I'm bringing my dog. He said, no, she can. I'm bringing my dog. We keep going back and forth. I'm like, well, me and Marley are on the way. Oh my God, I can't believe you bringing her and da 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 da. Nigga about to have an anxiety attack. We get there, he's scared to get in the car. You supposed to be this big gangster, this, that, and the third. He gets in the car. He ends up falling in love with Marley. Someone who was so terrified of dogs. He ends up falling in love with Marley. To the point where after we fell out, a mutual friend told me he ended up adopting a dog. And I know it was because of Marley. Because when I say before that, he was terrified of dogs. I said, no, you're definitely going to, you're going to change that when you meet Marley. And sure enough, he done adopted a dog because of Marley. And I say he loved Marley down so much. These two was inseparable. Like, even after we had fell out one time, he came to my house to come to try to talk to me to smooth things over. And I was like, no, I'm not trying to hear it. By the time I come up front, Marley was all over him. When I say them two got a unbreakable bond, I'm pretty sure even still to this day, if Marley was to see him, she would probably go crazy. So I bring Marley over, he falls in love, and that kind of becomes our routine the entire summer. I end up kicking it with him. The entire summer. And like I said, that was pretty much our routine. I would bring Marley over there. I would kick it with him maybe like three times a week, sometimes 4. And I would bring Marley over there at least once. It was a must. It's like once people meet Marley, okay, and I bring Marley to their house, okay, I gotta bring Marley back. That's how lovable my baby is. And if I don't, they be like, where's Marley? I'm like, Marley's at home. Did you forget I'm your friend? Hi, how are you doing? I'm fine. Okay, my baby a lovable person. If you don't like her, it's something wrong with you. Straight up. It's something wrong with you. So that was our routine. We would smoke and this and the third. And I was doing Postmates, you know, just trying to make some money, pay my cell phone bill, my credit card bill, make sure Marley got what she need and stuff. And he was helping me, like, not fall into a deeper depression. I was trying to help pull him out of his. So it was like, we was trauma bonding in a way. The shit wasn't healthy, I'll tell you that. I was trying to be a good friend. I can't say the same about him, though. So it's a month after my car accident, and by this time is when I start realizing, yeah, shorty, you really fucked up more than what you thought you was. I did not know at that point in time, like, okay, when you have arthritis and stuff, air conditioning and stuff can make it worse. So it's July, it's hot as hell. I'm trying to figure out why I'm in so much pain to the point where I'm crying, and weed is literally the only thing that's helping. Like, the pain medicine, I was popping so many pills trying to get out of pain, and it was like, that shit wasn't even helping. But it's like, when I would pop pills and smoke a blunt, that would help. So that ended up becoming like a routine for me at one point. And I was out back one day. I ain't had no weed. I didn't have the money to get no weed. And I just wanted $20 worth of weed. I ain't even had that. And all my bills was paid, though. And that's why I didn't have the money for weed. I made sure I paid all the bills and stuff I needed to pay for the month. And oh my God, it was hell. Marley was on the verge of crying because I was crying in pain so much. My baby looked so fucking sad. It's like she was so upset she couldn't do anything about it. And then on top of that, I was in the house by myself the entire weekend because all of them had went to North Carolina. So I was legit by myself with no help, in pain, and my poor child, she ain't know what to do. So when I say I was calling everybody I could, can you please, okay, bring me some weed. I don't care if it's, okay, a pound, Jay. Just bring me something. I was calling everybody. When I said my cousin pulled up, she took me, I finally got the money to go get some smoke. Baby Dick was supposed to bring me some smoke. He wanted to argue instead. And wouldn't even give me a ride to the store because we arguing so bad. I'm like, I don't even want to ride with you, bro. You so damn abusive, yelling and cussing me out. And I'm in pain. And I'm over here crying in pain. And you want to yell, fuss, and argue. Like, that's all you want to do. So my nigga, I'd rather walk to the store. That shit pissed me off so bad, bro. That shit pissed me off. I'm like, you ain't gonna help, damn sure don't hinder right now. So he didn't come. Cool, it was frustrating. Cause I'm like, all these times I done helped you and got you out of buying, bruh. And I call you for one thing, really? And you okay? You can't come through. Listen, y'all better pay attention. I tell you that reciprocation, okay, reciprocation. But my cousin came through. She bought me a heating pad for my back. That shit helped a lot. And she took me. I think she paid for my weed. I want to say. I think she did. Or either she took me. I think I ended up getting the money for the weed. That's what it was. Baby Dick gave me the money for it. Because we argued so bad. And he felt bad because he realized I really wasn't paying. So he gave me the $20. And I went and got the weed. Because I was not riding with that nigga. Okay? When my cousin came and got me. But later on that night, Herm and Ronnie is a mutual friend between me and Herm and me and a lot of other people. Because we all went to school together, grew up together. They came to check on me. I was so touched. I was like, oh, he like, well, sis, you on doing good. And he said, I had to come check on you. And he came and smoked with me. And, okay, Ronnie met Marley and he fell in love with Marley. Everybody fall in love with Marley. You can't help it. But they came to check on me and I just appreciated the fuck out of them. They was about to spend the night with me and everything. And I'm like, y'all got lives and shit. Y'all ain't got to stay here with me, yo. Because when I say the kid was fucked up, the kid was fucked up. And, okay, it's like they didn't feel right leaving me by myself like that. But I was like, yo, I'm good. If I need y'all, I'm going to call you. If I need you, I'm going to call you. But, okay, my people came through in the clutch. And, okay, I got what I needed to knock my ass out so I could go to sleep. Because it was no sleep till I got some weed. So I definitely appreciate him. It's like stuff like that. It's the stuff like, well, damn, you're a good friend. At least so it seems. So then I started kicking it with him more because I didn't want to be in the house because I'm already depressed. I'm in pain. I lost my baby. I'm heartbroken and I can't work. Okay? The worst. Okay? The worst. Especially the can't work part. Okay? Especially the can't work part and losing my baby, of course. So, I was definitely in a depression. So I started kicking it with him more. I just wanted to get the fuck out the house. I didn't care what daytime, nighttime. Okay? I just need to get the fuck out the house. Be around good company. Like, we would smoke each other out and stuff. And, you know, have good laughs and stuff. And we be talking about other people. Because, I mean, I didn't realize that's what he do. I thought we were just catching up. Like, you remember such and such? You remember such and such? I didn't realize he was being messy. It's like a few people that we went to school with that I ain't seen in a while. They pulled up. And it was like, it was a reunion. Okay? We had good times. We did have some good times. I definitely would confide in him. And we had like a brother-sister relationship. And I thought we were going to be friends forever. You couldn't tell me that we won't. Now, the drama really started because, like I said, he's a quote-unquote mutual friend between me and a lot of other people because we grew up in the same neighborhood, the same city, or went to the same school. So, he's a mutual friend between me and my twin flame, of course. He's also mutual friends between me and my twin flames, one of my twin flames' best friends. And also mutual friends between me and my ex-fiance, and also other people that I am not cool with and I already had cut off at that point. So I ended up getting a job in August, part-time, working as a housekeeper. Because shorty was just trying to get that bag. I'm trying to get shit together so I can move out. Pain on that, honey. I sucked it up, which made it worse and caused further injury. So I remember I had to get up early to go to work. And for whatever reason, I went to go kick it with him. And we ended up on Facebook Live. And I literally just posted the flashback Friday of it. Making snickerdoodles 2 o'clock in the morning, high as fucking gas. And it's my first time ever making snickerdoodles, but I killed it, okay? I killed it. But yeah, high as gas though, okay? I mean, higher than giraffe ass though. I mean, we looking at the top of the sun, okay? We looking at the top of the sun. We was higher than high. We was so high wasn't as high as we were, okay? Making snickerdoodles on Facebook Live 2 o'clock in the morning, but we had so much fun. And those are the moments that I cherish. And I'm thinking that's really my bro. And I'm like, yo, I got to get up in like 3 hours and get ready for work. This shit is wild. But I also was making them cookies for this girl that he liked, the one I did the reading for when I was coming cross country. So also a few times while I was over there kicking it at Herm's house, my twin flame, one of my twin flames, BFF, would be over there kicking it too. Cause he had a crush on me too, and he met me before my twin flame met me, and he had like really kicked it around me, been around me for like months and stuff. Like we would smoke with each other, this that, and the third, when we would kick it at Mac house. So he was trying to holler at me. I'm like, you know I used to talk to such and such, right? He was like, it ain't got nothing to do with us. I was like, yo, y'all poor some niggas, boy. Y'all really do not give a fuck. I said, I don't think he would like it if me and you. He said, that ain't got nothing to do with us neither. I said, I really don't think he would like that. Cause I mean, like, I can't move like that on that man. Cause he not no evil person. I can't move like that on that man. Other females probably would have hopped at it. Cause one thing about Qua get motherfucking money. Qua is loud with his shit, okay? Qua gonna let you know he got it. Qua got the car, the jewelry, all that shit. The guns, he gonna let you know he got it, baby, okay? He, okay, what they call a dope boy. That's what he is. Lord, okay? And making reckless ass mistakes. I mean, just casually fucking up Mercedes and BMWs and shit, like, a nigga acting like that shit cheap to get repaired. I'm talking about the whole front bumper, not the bumper, the whatever it's called, shit hanging off the front of the car. I'm like, boy, what the fuck did you do now? Also, me and his son had the same birthday, so I felt really close to his, okay, especially the one that had the birthday as same birthday as me. He was a little mean though, but you know, he was honest. He was honest though. Like, I felt a real bond with him though. Also, I told y'all the story where me, him, and Ronnie were kicking it in his driveway. We was in Ronnie's truck, and Ronnie was in the driver's seat. I was in the passenger seat. Herm was in the back, and we were facing the street. Like, Ronnie had backed into the driveway, and we were facing the street so we could see who was like rolling up on us. And I'm glad he did that. And I told y'all a guy rolled up on a bike. And he dapped up Ronnie. He dapped up Herm. They chopping it up and stuff. But he knew somebody else was on the other side of the car. And we both ducked down at the same time so we could look at each other in the eyes. Because something just told me, because usually I mind my business, but something told me, look at that man. My intuition told me to look at that man in his eyes. Like, look at that man and see who he is. And when we looked at each other in the eyes at the same time, he jumped back and I jumped back. I jumped back because I saw a demon. He jumped back because it probably scared the fuck out of him, whatever he saw, okay? That was the opposite of what he carrying. He legit just pulled up. Just dapped everybody up. He spoke very briefly to me. I said, what's up? And I was done with it. I said, oh, hell no. Okay? I was like, damn, I wish I had my Palo Santo. Okay? And I was done with it. He literally just dapped everybody up, said, what's up? He said, yeah, I'm about to go ahead and go. They said, yo, you just pulled up? He said, yeah, I'm about to go ahead and go. And pulled off on the bike. As he pulling off on the bike, I said, bro. He said, what's up, sis? I said, don't fuck with that nigga no more. He said, why you say that, sis? I said, something wrong with him. He said, why you say that, sis? I said, cause I just seen a demon when I looked at him in his eyes. I said, stay away from that nigga. He said, sis, I love the fuck out of you. He said, I was thinking about cutting that nigga off because something just won't sit right with me about him. Okay, and this is why it's good to have a Nina on your hip. Okay, this is why it's good to have a Nina on your hip. I can see shit that the average person can't see. That man legit got a demon walking around, roaming in him, controlling him on his day-to-day. I said, oh no, I got to cut off all conversation with you, baby. I can't have no conversation with you. Okay, won't do it. Okay, won't do it. And I also found out later on that he has a friend, and we were video chatting and stuff, and his friend was cool as shit. We're gonna find out his friend do voodoo, and I mean the dark magic part. Right. And you know, I'm feeling the vibes of the lyrics. I was like, oh, okay. Yep, I'm not kicking it with you. Okay? Not kicking it with you. You was a good kiki up until then, baby. Okay? Up until then, baby. So I'm already aware he has access to voodoo, dark magic, things of this nature. So I already know. You move foul when need be. And he told me he do. Every once in a while, sis. Oh, okay. So I found out the nigga was being messy. Now, it's one thing when you being messy with other people's business. But it's another thing when you being messy with my motherfucking business. That's where we got a problem, okay? That's where we got a problem. So I pull up on Ronnie 1 a.m. because I would go get my smoke from him. I pull up on Ronnie. And we having a conversation, chopping it up like we usually do. And he said something. And whatever he said, I knew where the source came from. And I said, did Hearn say that shit? And he was like, I ain't trying to be messing, da da da. I said, that ain't what the fuck happened. And I told him what happened. And he was like, what the fuck? Why would he say that then? Because whatever it was, I can't remember what it was. But whatever it was, he completely exaggerated it. Just like he told me some of Ronnie business and completely exaggerated the shit. And Ronnie was like, that did happen and that did happen, but that shit ain't happened and that shit ain't happened like that. He was like, what the fuck going on with her? Like, why is he, okay, you telling part of the truth, but then you exaggerating the fuck out the shit, though. I can't even fuck with that, yo. Like, the fuck, like, no, I don't like that shit. You're like, well, you know, Herman's Herman. No, ain't no Herman's. You gonna grow the fuck up, bro. You gonna grow around me or you can't be around me, period. You can't be no weed in my garden. I ain't having it. I don't give a fuck if I known you since the day God formed earth. I do not care. Once you moving foul, you moving fraudulent, I can't fuck with you. Cause energy is not to be played with. Energy cannot be destroyed, but it can be destroying. Fuck that. Been through too much. Fuck that. This is when my life started to change. How I started to view myself started to change. And I started to love myself more. And I'm not just going to be around you or just accept anything just because we have a history. Yeah, my nigga, I've known you since I moved to the P. I've known you since elementary school. But one thing about it, baby, like I said, when that loyalty stopped, Nina got to stop fucking with you. Period. So come to find out, that unleashed a lot of other things. I found out not only are you exaggerating and lying, I'm also speaking to my ex-fiance separately, which he didn't know. And you telling my ex-fiance me and my twin flame business and about the miscarriage and this and that. I ain't tell that nigga about my miscarriage, so why the fuck are you? That won't that nigga business. Cause you don't even know how local that nigga really is, cause you not dating him and fucking him. People can be completely different when they dating somebody versus when they're friends with someone. Man, when I said that shit pissed me off so bad. Like, my twin flame didn't even know yet. But you told my ex-fiance. I'm glad my ex-fiance hadn't told my twin flame yet. I did get to tell him. But I told him months later. I'm like, that was way too much time in between where anybody could have just rolled up and told that nigga that shit. And I need to be the one to tell him I lost our baby, not someone else. That shit pissed me off so bad. I confided in you, my nigga. I thought you was a real one. I thought you was solid. Just come to find out that shit was a fucking mirage. A fucking illusion. A fucking facade. Not real. Make believe. Made up. Fairy tale. Okay? Like, niggas be acting like they really solid. And they softer than baby doodle. And it's just a mind blowing. You can't be a gangster and act like a bitch. Cause that's some bitch shit. And that's how, it's a good selection of males these days that act that way, okay? And that's being grown and being mature. We can't blame all the men. But when I say that shit is so off-putting and so unattractive, y'all really gotta work on that shit. Like, seriously, stop acting like a bitch. Running your mouth about a female or running your mouth about other people's business like a fucking female. You know why men back in the day didn't have time for that? Because they were working into that money. Some of y'all need to focus a little more on that, okay? The fuck? I said, what the hell? My baby mama harder than a lot of you niggas, okay? Like, damn. Like, roles is reversed, ain't they? Well, clearly, honey, that is someone that is very much into their yin energy. But, okay, the toxic version of the yin energy, clearly. And like, that don't make no damn sense. Not only you telling everybody business, but then you exaggerating and lying too. Like, that shit is crazy. Okay, Portsmouth newspaper, tabloid actually, cause okay, it's false news. The fuck? Damn. So yeah, I wasn't feeling the vibes of the lyrics. So I had already started backing up for him. But me and my ex-fiance kept having conversations. And shit keep coming out in these conversations. And I'm like, why the fuck is this nigga coming and telling you my business? But then what pissed my ex-fiance off is, nigga, he done told me some of your business too. He told me you fucking his sister. Cause me, Herm, the children went to go pick up my ex-fiance. Mind you, it's pouring down raining. This nigga in a whole nother city at the point in time. I go pick up the nigga because he wanna kick it with Herm's sister. Cause Herm's sister giving him money and shit. And that's what this nigga bitch shit once again. And that's what this nigga do. He go around from female to female and get money out their ass. He uses bitches for fucking money, pussy, and a place to stay. Just like his fucking mama do. And I guess you could say that nigga prostituting, but in reverse, I guess. I don't know. Okay? Like, this shit is ridiculous. Like, damn. This shit is ridiculous, bro. So, apparently, I was posted, and I knew that's what was going on. Although they thought I was stupid, I knew that's what was going on. So, apparently, I was supposed to be picking him up to come over to kick it with us at Herm house. And on top of that, I bought the children pizza. I stopped at Little Caesars and bought 2 pizzas. This nigga, okay, he get mad because I'm the one that actually came to get him, and he wanted the sister to come get him. And he mad that I'm the one that actually came to get him. This nigga mad because I told him he got to pay me my money. You got to pay me $20, baby. Just like Uber. You going to pay Uber $20, right? You going to pay me too. You going to pay me too. So this nigga get mad because I'm pressing him for the $20 before we even go through the tunnel. Okay? Because unlike Uber, baby, I will drop your ass off on the side of the road. For real. I said, before we go through this tunnel, I'm going to need that 20. The nigga want to play with me. He want to go to the piece so bad. He on the phone with the bitch, though. The whole time. No, you ain't my man no more. And that's cool, fine and dandy. I give a fuck less who you on the phone with. But if you think I'm about to come pick your ass up, mind you, you on the phone with a bitch, but it ain't Herm's sister. He actually want to come to the P to go see a whole nother female. Oh, baby, the drama. You got your ex-bitch coming to pick you up, to take you allegedly to go see another bitch, but you using the other bitch as a detour, basically, so you could go see the bitch you really want to go see. I said, this is too much. I already picked up on all of it. He won't never planning on going to go kick it with Herm's sister. He was going to stay for a little bit, and he was going to dip out. That was his plan the whole time. That was his plan the whole time. He never was planning on kicking it with Herm's sister because he's using her. And that dumb, ugly bitch don't know that. I said, boy, this nigga here still up to the same old tricks. Okay? Still up to the same old tricks. Just found a brand new dumb bitch. That's all. Okay? That's all. I said, this shit here don't make no damn sense. So me and this nigga end up getting in an argument and shit. He give me the money. We go through the tunnel. He mad because before we go to wherever he was trying to go to, I'm like, we about to go get the pizza for the kids. We about to feed the babies. The babies is hungry. That's the whole reason why I told you you had to give me $20 so I could feed the babies. Because the babies was hungry. They ain't had no food. This nigga mad, cussing me out because of that. Cussing me out because he got to give me money. Cussing me out because he got to wait for me to go get the food for the kids. I ain't your bitch no more, so I don't know who the fuck you talking to, but you need to calm down and focus on that bitch you on the phone with, okay? Focus on, oh, that shit pissed that nigga off. Pissed that nigga off. So I end up, okay, I was petty. I was like, oh, okay, you want to play? You want to act like you so amazing? You want a cupcake and shit? Bet, watch this. You in my car, nigga. So I put on one of my songs that I recorded at the studio that I have not released yet, and it's called Last Time. The song is about the nigga and about how he was abusive. Okay, and like just the worst decision of my life. And that's the song when I say he hit me in my left eye and I turned into an arsonist. Thought he was Pinchaman. This nigga was a narcissist. like, yo, when I say he hate that song, he's in there listening to the lyrics. I turned that shit up all the way too. I don't give a fuck that you on the phone. You ain't about to disrespect me in my own God, nigga. Fuck you. Okay? Fuck you. I'm the one giving you a rap, nigga. Fuck you. I turned that music all the way up. He knew that shit was about him. Boy, by the time I got to the end of the verse, and I was like, wasting good pussy, that'll be the, and then the girl come in and she's singing, last time. Boy, he was hot. He started cussing me out. Let me out the fucking car. Stop the car. Let me out the fucking car. Let me out the fucking. Boy, that nigga snapped. That nigga snapped so hard, boy. He was mad. Cause he know he won't ever gonna get my pussy. Oh, that nigga was mad. Oh, that nigga was hot. That nigga was hot. Cause he ain't get the pussy no more either. That nigga ain't got it since earlier that year. That nigga was hot, boy. Heard talk something. I think you hit a sensitive spot, Nina. You think? Okay. This nigga completely snapped at the temper tantrum, got out the fucking car in the middle of the street. Okay? Slammed the fucking door like a bitch. Nigga was damn near in tears. He was hot. Okay? Think I hit a nerve too. Okay? I think I hit a nerve too. Like when I say it was just a hot ass mess, like he was fucking with her and sister, he was fucking with this bitch over here, fucking with that bitch over there, but the whole time that nigga still asking me, can we get married? It was just too messy. Plus her telling him my business and exaggerating, it was just too much. It was just too much. And he was just keeping drama going between me and my twin flame. He was like, oh, I brought you up in a conversation. I'm like, why are you bringing me? I told you, don't bring me up in conversations with neither one of these niggas. Don't mention me to neither one of these niggas. Don't mention the other one to neither one of the niggas, okay? Like, just stay the fuck out of it. That nigga just being messy. Ended up having a conversation with my twin flame later on. And I'm like, yo, that nigga Herm, he be exaggerating this, that, and the third. And he ain't want to believe me. And then it's like, we ended up having a conversation about it again. It was like 2 weeks later. And he was like, you still saying that? He said, the crazy thing is somebody else just said the same thing that you said. And he's like, I don't see it. But the fact that you saying that shit again and someone else said the same thing, he basically knew he had to pay attention. I'm like, yo, the nigga moving foul. Because what my twin flame don't know is Herm was sitting there bragging, but for that to be somebody you claim as your little brother and this and the third, you jealous of that nigga like a lot of niggas is jealous of my twin flame. But y'all be sitting there kissing his ass and acting like y'all cool, cause just in case the nigga take all the way off, okay? Cause he almost took off, but just in case the nigga take all the way off, y'all want to be in his vicinity so he can remember y'all and throw y'all something. Y'all niggas mad cause he had a 100K and ain't throw y'all nothing. Hating ass niggas like he ain't got children. He got to take care of, like he ain't got a mama and a grandma and shit. Like, come the fuck on now. Come the fuck on now. But, yeah, what my twin flame don't know is Herm used to brag behind his back. I'm like, I'm so sick of my twin flame baby mama. Because this nigga Pee Wee used to fuck with her name coming up. And it was like a couple other niggas. And I ain't bringing her name up. I ain't bringing his name up. I ain't even mention that. I know the motherfuckers. Niggas just having conversation. I just so happen to be there. Or they just so happen to be in the car with me. And they bring her name up and like, yeah, fuck that bitch. I'm like, this bitch fucked all of fucking Portsmouth. What in the... Everybody fuck this bitch. At this point. Okay, we don't... Okay, like, bitch, at this point, we done had sex without having sex. Like, damn. When I say people were just randomly bringing up her name, and I knew that was a sign for me to back the fuck up. To back the fuck up. But Herm bragging, he was like, yeah, I hear his baby mama too. That was the best pussy of my life. That pussy was good, and this, that, and the third, and oh, she was doing tricks, and this, that, and the third. Like, it's shit. And then you sitting there smelling that nigga face, and you know he's sensitive about his baby mama, though. You know he's sensitive about his baby mama. I said, boy, you a foul, fucked up ass nigga. I should have known right then when he was talking about fucking my twin flame baby mama behind his back and shit. That nigga was foul. And he was sitting there laughing. And I'm like, yo, you ain't nobody fucking friend. So I definitely started backing up from that nigga. Because it was just too much drama. It was too much drama. And me and my ex-fiance was on the phone one night. And I went to go pick my sister up. And we driving back on the way to the crib. Now, mind you, my crib is way closer from where I'm coming than Herm crib is. Me and this nigga on the phone, and he telling me shit Herm done said. I said, why the fuck this nigga still got his mouth on me? I don't even fuck with him no more. I cut him off, and I told him I cut him off. Why the fuck this nigga still got his mouth on me? I said, you about to make me pull up on that nigga. He said, you ain't about to pull up on no fucking body. Who the fuck ain't about to pull up? Oh, bad. I'm pulling up on that nigga. Period. I'm pulling up on that nigga. He said, you ain't about to pull up on that. Who ain't pull up, though? And I was singing, before me and my ex-fiance got off the phone, I was singing Mo3. Everybody ain't your friend. Everybody ain't your partner. I was trying to tell my ex-fiance that nigga ain't your friend. He talking bad about you behind your back too. And he was like, Nina, that's not a real song. You made that song up. I said, how the fuck you gonna tell me I said, that is a real song. It's Lil Bootsy artist Mo3 from Dallas, Texas. It's the Everybody remix. That is a real song. He said, that ain't no real song. You made that up. You made that up. And my sister looking at me like, is he fucking for real? Because I literally play that song every time me and my sister get in the car. I was like, I'm not even going to argue with him. Don't even say nothing. And she looking at me like, is this nigga for real? He really saying you made that up? That's a real song? I was like, don't even. Okay, I'm used to this, okay? Don't even. So, I pull up, okay? I pulled up on him. I called him like, yo, you going to be at the crib this and the third. But my ex-fiance already wanted a nigga, so he peeled off. So I pull up, I get there, I knock on the door. Don't nobody come to the door, but the lights on. Your mama car ain't here, but the lights on, I can hear movement. Somebody in that motherfucker. Your car ain't here, but somebody in that motherfucker. Soon as I give up, I'm like, you know what? I ain't about to be whooping no ass today, this, that, and the third. I go back to the car. As soon as I get to the car, the door open. Yes. I go to the door. I said, baby. I said, your daddy here? No. Your grandma here? No. Who in there with y'all? Nobody. Children under 10 in the house by themselves. I could have called fucking CPS on your ass then, nigga. I could have called them people on you then, nigga. The fuck? The motherfuckers better look okay. You better be grateful. Is what the fuck you better be. Cause I could have got them kids the fuck took right then. All I had to do was call the police. Yo, it's kids, a house full of kids in here under 10, unoccupied. You wouldn't even know who the fuck did it. But I didn't. I spared you. I said, baby, close the door back, lock it, don't answer it for nobody. Yes, ma'am. When they found out it was me, they said, yes, ma'am. I said, baby, don't answer that door for nobody else. I pull out. As soon as I pull out, the nigga called me. I'm about to pull up, sis. Oh, you are. I spin the block, come back. This nigga had literally just pulled up. Car still running. Go up to the car. The fuck is the problem, nigga? Yo, why are you so angry, sis? I ain't your fucking sister. What the fuck is the problem? Why you got your mouth on me? Why you lying? And I told you, keep them niggas out of my business. Don't be talking about me to other people, especially these niggas. Like, the fuck is your problem? Why are you telling them my business and this, that, and the third? Boy, I went the hell off, boy. He was like, sis, I said, cut off the car, get out the car, nigga. I don't want to get out the car because you seem like you a little angry, and cut off the car, get out the car, nigga. Nigga ain't want to cut off the car. He finally, I think he cut the car off. But I want to say he was out of his seatbelt. And when he was out of his seatbelt and he unlocked that car door, boy, I helped him open that motherfucker. I snatched that nigga out that car. I lied to you now. I yoked that nigga out that car, bro. And yoked him up against his damn car. I sure the fuck did. I snatched the nigga out and yoked him up against his damn car. I sure the fuck did. Because you got me fucked up. When Nina is pissed, she could turn into a whole nother person. Okay, we have grown a lot. That's who yard I pulled up in. Cause when I pulled up on him the first time, I literally pulled up into the nigga yard. Okay, I was coming on a mission. He just so happened to peel off while I got there. I literally pulled into that nigga yard the first time. The second time, when I yoked him up and I got him outside his fucking car and shit, why his sister pull up behind us? This bitch stay in the car the whole time. This bitch has a gun, and I know for a fact she has a gun, and I know she had it in her vehicle. Because her brother run his mouth too much. I know for a fact that nigga had a gun on him. And she's in there beeping the horn at me with the lights on us. I said, bitch, get them fucking lights off me. Okay, she cut the lights off. Not Miss popping shit because you think you the shit because you fucking my ex-fiance. Baby, he fucking half the city. All y'all bitches is financing him. Congratulations. You're fucking a bum. Congratulations. She beeping the horn and shit because I got her brother all yoked up against the car. I was like, nigga, basically keep your mouth off of me. Okay? Because next time I'm going to come back, it ain't going to be too nice. I don't take threats and shit. The nigga ain't no fucking threat. Keep your fucking mouth off of me. And stop being messy. Nina, let me go. Nina, I'll let you go when I'm ready to let you go. I said we're going to have a conversation. I'll let you go when I'm done talking. And that's exactly what I did. I let his bitch ass go when I was done talking. I get in the car. My sister in the car still, cause remember I just picked her up from work. My sister's still in the fucking car. This bitch, Nina, let's go. I don't think this is a good idea. We shouldn't have came here. Like, shut your punk ass up. You should have dropped your punk ass off at home. Okay? Like, gracious. And the sister, though, his sister, wait till I get in the car to get out, and then she want to start popping shit. When I put my, soon as she see them lights hit in the back, I put my foot on the brake to shift the gears. Bitch get the popping shit. I said, bitch, what the fuck? You said, Nina, pull off. Please, Nina, just pull off. Don't go back and forth with her. I'm like, bitch, shut up. Okay? I'll pull off, though, because I like, the fuck is the problem? And her was like, no, it's nothing. Sis, just pull off, man. Just pull off, man. The fuck is the problem, bitch? Because I'm loco, okay? I don't play loco. I am loco, okay? I am 730. I ain't playing. Bitch, I ain't playing, okay? Like I said, I calm down a lot. Motherfuckers better be glad that I did. Next thing I hear about from this man is Ronnie. I put up on Ronnie get some smoke, and this was like a couple months later. And he was like, what the fuck happened? And her miss you. And okay, he said he missed his little sister and this, that, and the third. And give him another chance. Why? Because he done sat up there and played the victim role and done convinced Ronnie that he the victim and that he's hurt. Because we're not friends anymore. And all I tried to do was be a good friend. No, you were messy. And apparently Ronnie got amnesia. But my nigga, I don't. Okay, my nigga, I don't. Ronnie tried to plead for that man. And baby, I told Ronnie basically, boo, you could miss me. And I ain't fucked with that nigga Herm ever since. So, babies, this is Sunday in Mimosa. Why sympathetic friendships are toxic, okay, boo? You can feel for somebody. But if they are just completely tearing down everything, causing chaos and destruction to what you have built, disturbing your peace, baby, they gotta go. They too expensive. They a liability, not an asset. It has nothing to do with somebody's money or where they come from or this, that, and the third. It's about the value that they bring to your life. Things that money can't buy. At first, we were bonding. We were solid, so I thought. That was something that was irreplaceable. I thought that was my safe space and I was his. But also, just because you give, baby, that don't mean it's going to be returned. It's okay to have sympathy. It's okay to have empathy. It's okay to feel for someone. But if the friendship is in balance, if the person ain't trying to do something to better themselves, and all they doing is tearing you down as well in the process, baby, separate yourself from wickedness, Rasta. Alright, babies. I'm your girl, Virgo Garden. If you didn't know that shit, I bet you know that shit now. And now follow me, how to book me, how to get my wonderful, beautiful, amazing products that you all love so much will be down below in the description box. I love you, babies. Like I always tell y'all, don't become the people that hurt you. And it's okay to love the way that you love, baby. Just set better boundaries. I said, think about it. Love you, babies. Mwah.